I want to introduce you to the folks who are up here who helped bring us all together today. We got a lot of amazing people, many people that you know from Kentucky. We got folks that are going to excite you, people who have given their platforms and their voices to Breonna Taylor and to Black women and to Black people who are losing their lives at the hands of police in these United States of America. You will meet more families today who came here to say that this is all connected, that what happened to Ahmaud Arbery is connected to what happened to George Floyd and what happened to Breonna Taylor and what happened to Tatiana Jefferson and what happened to Sandra Bland and to Elijah McClain and to Tony McGay. We know this is all connected. So I want to introduce to you some very fabulous people. I want to give it up to my son, the general from the Bronx, one of the co-founders of Until Freedom. I want you to give it up to my brother who's going to be helping me move this program along. This is our dear brother Angelo Pinto Esquire from New York City, another one of the co-founders of Until Freedom. This fabulous woman, I'm going to introduce her a little more later on. But this is my leader, Tamika D. Mallory from Until Freedom. I am your Palestinian Muslim sister from Brooklyn, New York, Linda Sarsour, and I'm going to help move this program along. So, y'all ready to go? Yeah. All right. So we got to start this out right. And so we're bringing out to you the No Justice, No Peace choir from Louisville. And we're going to start here in this plaza with the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice. So folks, so I want to introduce to you all another brilliant Black woman from Kentucky. Nothing happens without Black women. Let's just move it. Nothing happens. So give it up to Nicole Hayden. Without further ado, y'all better start listening to Black women. Born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. Where's Louisville at? Where my Mexican people at? Is Frankfurt in the building? All right, we appreciate the love. We won't stop. No justice, no peace. Jesus Christ, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Make some noise out here. This is the way we protest. This is the way we protest. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Y'all make some noise! Come on, get your brother out of here. I know it's hot. We came to celebrate. We came to fight for justice. What you gonna do?
You can't stop the revolution, brothers and sisters.
Thank you.
Say that louder. You can't stop the revolution, brothers and sisters. That's right.
You can't stop the revolution.
Say that. You can't stop the revolution. Say that, y'all in the back. We need to hear that.
You can't stop the revolution.
Every hand up. Every hand up. Let's say that.
You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution.
Loud in the back, brothers and sisters.
You can't stop the revolution. You can't stop the revolution.
Right. Brothers and sisters, this isn't a march. This isn't a rally. This is a revolution. Believe that. Believe that. Welcome to the revolution. If no one told you, that's where you're at. And those brothers and sisters that just came on before us, every time we get on stage, I realize something else is happening. It felt like a revival, but not the typical revival that we have, a revival for justice. A revival for justice in Kentucky, and a revival for justice across America, right? Because that's what America needs. And it's something that Black folks have known for a long time. But before we get started, we know not everybody is, but the folks at Until Freedom are people of faith. And we believe that the folks and the warriors and the protesters that are on the streets would not be on the streets if our ancestors and the Creator didn't make a way for us to do that. Right? The Creator and the ancestors made a way for us to get into the streets, and now the protesters and the warriors in the streets are going to make a way for everybody else. So what we want to do now is bring up one of the pastors of the local church here, Brother Leslie, Reverend Leslie. Come up, please.
Let us pray and give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the one who made it all possible today. Dear Heavenly Father, which art in heaven, Lord, I thank you for allowing each and every one of us to come together today on this beautiful day that you have made, dear Heavenly Father. We will rejoice and be glad in it, because we look to the hills from which cometh our help. All our help coming from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Lord, you know we will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. So we come today, Lord, leaning on you, because there have been innocent bloodshed in the land. And Lord, in your word you have told us there are 7 things which you hate: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked schemes, feet that are quick to rush to evil, a false witness who pours out lies, and a person who stirs conflict in the community. Oh Lord, we need your continued strength as we stand in the midst of the hatred you detest. Lord, today I pray for this mother, Sister Mika Palmer, who is weeping and looking for justice. Lord, you made Breonna in your image, and we all are created equal. But it seems that Black lives don't even matter. Lord, help us to all understand that he who hates his brother without a cause is a murderer, and a murderer has no inheritance in the kingdom of God. Oh Lord, it seems like the law is pointless and slack, and there is no justice. But Father, we pray right now that you will let justice roll along like a river, and righteousness like never failing streams, so there can be peace on earth. Lord, please quench the fiery darts of justice delayed and justice denied, hatred, oppression, social unrest, and police brutality. Lord, as we come today, praying for justice for Breonna Taylor, we find strength in your words that are found in 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, who are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal our land. Oh God, we pray for peace, love, and unity throughout the state, nation, and the world. Thank you, Father, for allowing us to be here today and peacefully take a stand for justice. We thank thank you, Lord, for Unite Until Freedom and Black Lives Matter, who spearheaded this event, and all those who participated, Almighty God. Lord, please keep them safe and give them traveling grace. In the name of Jesus Christ, I pray. And all those who love the Lord, say amen. 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 Breonna Taylor. Amen. Good afternoon on behalf of First Corinthian Baptist Church here in Frankfort, Kentucky. I want to first share our condolences with the mother and family of Sister Breonna Taylor. It is my honor to participate in this event today, seeking justice for Breonna. I also come today to join in taking a stand, not only for her, but for racial justice for all of us. I thank God today for Breonna's law, for the God I serve has used her to help eradicate no inner warrants that violate our constitutional rights. I will continue to pray for justice for Breonna and even more in honor of her, as she died for what she stood for. Breonna Taylor, she didn't want what everybody else wanted. All she wanted was a good night rest and sleep, and somebody took it away from her. I want you to know that it's become until freedom rings, there won't be no Black lives that matter. Amen.
Y'all gotta be louder than that. Give it up for Reverend Leslie Roland from the First Corinthian Baptist Church. So we're gonna keep this program moving. But I want you to know you gotta stick around because we got some great folks with us today. We got our brother Common, who's here with all of you in Kentucky. We got Trey the Truth. We got my son, the General. We got Yandy Smith Harris from Love and Hip Hop. We got a lot of folks that came out here to stand with all of you. Next up, I want to introduce your sister, a freedom fighter from the state of Kentucky. She's also from Louisville, because Louisville got warriors. Louisville got warriors. This next woman is the only, and I want you to listen carefully, the only Black woman in the Kentucky State Legislature. Now, that is absolutely something to applaud, but Kentucky, we gotta do better than that. I need a couple of more Black women in the Kentucky State Legislature. But for now, we gotta hold up our freedom fighters. This sister is unapologetic, she's unbought, she's unbossed, and because of that, she gets marginalized. People go after her. So we need to show her love and let her know, keep speaking truth to power because we got your back. Give it up for Representative Attica Scott from Louisville, Kentucky. I love you, Kentucky. We know why we are here. We are here for justice for Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. We are here because every level of government has failed us, from Attorney General Daniel Cameron to Governor Andy Beshear. We are here to send a strong and loud message to the Attorney General to move swiftly or get out the way. We are here to send a strong message to Governor Beshear. You better not ever send the State Police and National Guard to Louisville, Kentucky ever again. And as your only Black woman in the legislature, I'm here to tell you I'm listening to your demands. So I've already started working with Attorney Sam Aguilar, ACLU of Kentucky, and other organizations to ban no-knock warrants across Kentucky. To make sure that civilian review boards have subpoena power. And to make sure attorneys have access to 911 emergency calls, because we need to know what actually went down. If you're from Louisville, let me hear you. Louisville don't know how to act, y'all. I love you, Louisville, but I gotta give a shout out to some of the queens who have been holding it down at Injustice Square Park, 24/7 occupation. Give it up for Shamika Parrish Wright. Give it up for Kalila Collins. Give it up for Tia Edison. Give it up for Nicole English Jerry. Give it up for Tyra Walker. And all the people who have told Mayor Fisher, you got to go. Resign, Fisher. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Thank you. Now. Justice. Now. Justice. Now. No peace. No peace. No peace.
So we're gonna keep this moving. I also wanted you to know that our sister Rhapsody's here, MC Light is here. That's how much love y'all got here in Kentucky. I'm bringing up our sister again to be the devaluing attorney Benjamin Crump. What's up, Kentucky? Now listen, I have a big mouth, and also I came all the way from New York City. And you all are a little bit too quiet for me. So we're going to turn this up real quick. Because it's just a little, the energy is too low for me. It's Thursday in the middle of the day, and we're here to fight for Breonna Taylor. I need you to make some noise for me all the way in the back. Let them know we're here. We didn't come here to be nice. We didn't come to be quiet. Turn up and make some noise, y'all. Turn your voices up. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. What y'all came here for to get justice, that's right. But we can't do that quietly. What do we want? No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. All right, that sounds more like it. One more time. Let me hear you all the way in the back. That's not it. That's not it. Maybe my energy was too low. Let me hear you all the way in the back. Let them know we're here in the front. On the side. In the middle. We want justice for Breonna Taylor. Okay, y'all made the trip worthwhile. I also want to make sure to say thank you to Rock Nation for helping to support us, Jay-Z and his entire team. They helped to make today happen. Let's give them some love. And my good sister, they won't want us to say, Sister Dewana and Think Rubik's has been here to support us and make this happen. Let's give them some love as well. Folks are working free of charge. Don't ask them to do anything for you for free though. They only were doing it for until freedom, so don't take that. Okay. Listen, I'm standing here next to my friend, and it's unfortunate that we are friends not because we met somewhere in a nightclub or even a church or any of that. We've met on the battlefield. So many cases over too many years, and particularly one case that I know ignited so many of you, and that was Trayvon Martin. Yeah. Let's give Trayvon Martin and his family, Sabrina Fulton, and Tracy Martin from That's where Ben and I met. And unfortunately, since then, it's been too many cases. It's been too many cases. Somebody say too many cases. But we stand together because we all have a unique role to play in this movement. of us is responsible for doing the same thing as another person.
Right.
We all have been destined in our own greatness. We have our own roles. And so when Ben Crump called me and said, we've got this case in Louisville, Kentucky, and we need some help. Before he finishes, we already got our suitcases packed. Because that's just, we know when this brother calls us, we've got to be there. And I want you all to know that I've traveled on planes, I've traveled in cars, I've traveled so many places with Ben Crump and watched him get a little bit of sleep between interviews, between talking to families. And y'all need to understand that when you are working with families, you're not just there when it's time to fight the legal case. You're there when they're hurting. You're there when they need things, when they need support, when they need a kind word. And I've been between Shakisha Clemens, who was attacked by police in a Waffle House in Alabama. I hope y'all are not eating Waffle House. Y'all saw Shakisha Clemens D-Roll. Did you see Shakisha Clemens in that video? If you did not, make sure you check it out because the fight for Shakisha Clemens is still ongoing. Let's give Shakisha some love all the way in Mobile, Alabama. And we've got a new case before we get to what it is that we came to do today. Because I know I came to Louisville to do, we're in Frankfurt right now, but I came here to do business. And we're going to talk about that business, many more people to bring up. But there's another case, and I want you all to take it down, write it down, do whatever you need, put it in your mental area so you can hold it. There's another case of a sister by the name of Pamela Turner out of Houston, Texas. Pam Turner deserves our attention.
Yes.
Now, I'm not going to tell you the whole story about Pam Turner today because this is Breonna Taylor Day, but I'm sure that we all understand that Breonna Taylor is everywhere.
Yes.
And so Pam Turner is another Breonna Taylor. You are Breonna Taylor, that's right, that's right. I want you all to Google and search and watch the video of an officer in Houston shooting this woman who was laying down on the ground. She was no threat to him, and he shot her in her stomach, he shot her in her chest, and he shot her in her face for no reason at all. No reason. And so we want to make sure that when we leave Louisville and we leave Frankfurt and we leave Kentucky, that the next place we head is to Houston, Texas to stand for Pamela Turner. Because the issue of Black women being killed and our voices being too low is a problem. And we must make sure that we're uplifting Black women in every step of the way. So I'm going to let Attorney Crump, my good dear brother and friend, the fighting Black Attorney General. He's the Black Attorney General. We're going to have him to come up and say a few words and to bring on this incredible family that I have come to love and know. And we're going to fight for them. If there's nothing else that we do, we are committed to getting justice for Breonna Taylor.
Y'all give it up for Tamika Mallory, the queen of the movement. Until freedom, Tamika Mallory. Before we bring this family up, I want you all to do me a favor so Attorney General Cameron can hear us from his office. I want you to put your fist in the sky, get them up, bring them high. Repeat with me. Get your fist in the sky, bring them up, bring them high. Put your fist in the sky, bring them up, bring them high. Put your fist in the sky, bring them up, bring them high. Put your fist in the sky, get them up, bring them high. Put your fist in the sky, get them up, bring them high. Put your fist in the sky, get them up, bring them high. Put your fist in the sky, get them up, raise them high. Brothers and sisters, on behalf of Tamika Mallory and Until Freedom, we can't say thank you enough for answering the call for justice for an innocent Black woman who was killed in the sanctity of her own home. And if you can't be safe in your own home, where can you be safe? You know, Malcolm X said that the most disrespected person in America is the black woman. He said the most unprotected woman in America is the black woman. He said the most neglected person in America is the black woman. So we are here at the Capitol in Kentucky to declare that Breonna Taylor will not be disrespected. That Breonna Taylor will not be unprotected. That Breonna Taylor will not be neglected. Because her life matters. Breonna Taylor 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 life matters. Her mother and her little sister, when Attorney Lonita Baker, who you're about to meet in a minute, one of the best kept secrets in Louisville, Kentucky, one of the greatest trial lawyers in America, with the Aguilar law firm. Sam Aguilar is the best trial lawyer in Kentucky. When they called me, and it's, you know, it's hard to believe, it's been over 45 days since they called me. But Attorney Lonita Baker, this great sister, who's a great lawyer, said, Ben, we got this case where this sister was killed in her own apartment, minding her business. She had no criminal history. She had never been arrested.
She was an essential worker.
And she was an essential worker working on the coronavirus. And she said they killed her, Tamika Mallory, and she said that nobody's paying attention to it. They're trying to sweep it under the rug. And you all in Kentucky know they're trying to sweep it under the rug because y'all saw that bogus police report. And Tamika, Lonita said, you know, they always talk about brothers, but they're not talking about the sisters. And I remember that time, Lee Baird and I were working on a Ahmaud Arbery, and it became my mission every time I did an interview about a Ahmaud Arbery, and I said, we can't forget Breonna Taylor, because black women lives matter just as much as black brothers' lives. And he said it every interview. But you all, Tamika said something profound. Because Tamika, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to bring out the family and our special guest. But it's important to know, it's so important to know that how we know the name of Trayvon Martin, who was killed in Sanford, Florida. How we know the name of Michael Brown, who was killed in Ferguson, Missouri. How we know the name of 12-year-old Tamir Rice, who was killed in Cleveland, Ohio. How we know the name of Botham Jones, who was killed in an apartment in Dallas, Texas. How we know the name of Stephon Clark, who was killed in Chicago. How we know the name of Roland McDonald, killed in Chicago. How we know the name of Terrence Crutcher, killed in Tulsa, Oklahoma. How we know the name of Eric Garner, killed in New York City. How we know the name of Walter Scott, killed in South Carolina. How we know the name of Laquan McDonald, killed in Chicago. How we know the name of Ezel Ford, killed in Los Angeles. How we know the name of Fernando Castillo, killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota. How we know the name of so many brothers and sisters. I mean, we can literally go on for an hour saying the names of black people in America, black men that are being killed unjustifiably, undeniably, and senselessly, like Emmett Till, like Martin Luther King, like Fred Hampton, and like Medgar Evers. I mean, so many black men throughout the history of this country have been killed with no accountability. But, brothers and sisters, we always have to say, when we say their names, we have to say the name of our sister from Louisville, Kentucky, Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Let's give a big round of applause for Attorney Lonita Baker as she comes out with the mother of Breonna Taylor, Tamika Palmer, and the sister, the little sister, Janaya, and the hero, the hero, the hero, the hero, the hero. Whose name is Keely Walker. Because Common and Trader Truth and all these strong brothers, C-Flat, we call a brother a hero who tries to defend his black brother. That is a definition of a hero. I gotta get my instructions from the Queen. It may have pleased this court, Judge Mallory. We will first have my great co-counsel, Attorney Lonita Baker, come before you to take his own, and then we will bring up Tamika Palmer, the mother of Breonna, who has a special gift to deliver here at the capital of Kentucky. And then you will have some great influential heroes in our community, in Black America, in Hollywood, and hip hop, who did not think it robbery when Tamika called them to come all the way to Frankfort, Kentucky. And you will hear from our special guest. But for right now, Lonita Baker.
But that's okay, because I'm at home with my people. So we're here, and we're here to fight for justice for Breonna. I'm glad to have everybody here. I'm glad to see all of you all out here. And you all know what I've been preaching. If we want change, we gotta vote. And I saw Terrence Booker walking around here somewhere, so hopefully he's just Big Smith, right? Booker B. Smith. And changes like that, until we make changes at the voting booth, until we get rid of the prosecutors who will charge a man like Kenny Walker with a murder for protecting his home, just so y'all know, in November, they're going to ask y'all to vote to extend the terms of Commonwealth attorneys to give them 2 more years. I'm telling y'all right now, vote no. You're not going to have that much language when you go vote. But I'm telling you now, when you see a constitutional amendment on there for you to vote for, vote no. Because they don't need to go 8 years unchecked with their input. Get rid of the prosecutor. Replace them. Black attorneys step up and run to be the next prosecutor. Black attorneys step up and run for the judges. 2022, you got 43 judges you will be voting on in Louisville, Kentucky. I expect y'all to know who y'all vote for. So vote. And if we don't do anything else, because that's at the end of the thing, yes, we need prosecutors who are going to put those officers in jail. Brett Hankerson, Mal Scottsgrove, John Mattingly, and Joshua Jennings. Don't forget him because he's out on the search warrant, right? Keep fighting. Because I know that's what y'all are here for. It's Breonna Taylor. We're going to continue to vote. We're going to continue to push for justice. And we're going to continue to make changes right here in the state of Kentucky where we can. And then those changes, we're going to make sure they go around the country too. So we're going to start right here in Kentucky to show them how it's done.
Give it up for Lonita Baker, Kentucky's own. As we bring Tamika come up, I want you 3 times to make sure that she knows that she's not alone. Even with all the cameras run, I want you all to put your fist in the sky, and we're going to do it 3 times. Get your fist in the sky. Bring them high. Get your fist in the sky. Get them up. Bring them high. Get your fist in the sky. Get them up. Bring them high.
I'm the sergeant at arms. I love y'all over here, and I need your voices, but I don't need amplified sound while people are speaking.
Right.
So in between, hype us up, pump us up. But you know, we got some lower voices, so let them project, all right? I love y'all over here, though. Thank y'all. Thank you.
So now, without further ado, and y'all understand, she didn't ask for this.
Right.
She didn't ask for her daughter to become a martyr. She didn't ask for her daughter to become a hashtag. She didn't ask for her daughter to be executed in her own apartment. But she has with such dignity and grace carried the legacy for her daughter, Breonna Taylor. And she has a special gift for the governor of Kentucky. So y'all give it up for Tamika Palmer and her daughter.
I love y'all back. Look at y'all. Y'all look good out here. I want to thank y'all though, because without y'all, I swear, without all these people, I don't know where I'd be at right now. I'm praying still by myself with my daughter. But I appreciate the support. Y'all doing a good job. Yeah, Robert Sons, they need to remember what their job is out here. We need justice for Breonna, so we're about to get it y'all to put in their yard out here. We need them to remember what their job is every day that they're out here. That's right. I got one for the Attorney General too. I ain't forgetting him. Put it in the yard, right in the middle. They need to remember their job every day. They need to remember why we out here. Some of y'all out there know Breonna. Some of y'all don't. But if y'all don't, know that Breonna was loved. Know that she was full of life. Know that if this was any one of y'all, she would be out there. So know that. Know that everybody's here to. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Know that Breonna life matters, and y'all being out here showing support shows that her life matters. And we're not done until they know that her life matters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're not done. We're gonna get justice.
We're not done.
But I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's hot.
We're gonna hold you. We're gonna hold you.
Thank y'all. I love y'all, and continue to do what y'all doing out here because I need y'all. I am so grateful to y'all. I'm so grateful to all these people. Just know that. Give us some more love, y'all. We have the same exact name and we spell it the same. No E, the I. We spell it the correct way. Listen, I had some friends that decided that they were going to travel from a lot of different places. I didn't know Kenny was going to talk to you. We're going to have the hero, Kenny Walker, to come up and greet you all. Let's give Kenny some love.
If anything, but I just want to let y'all know I appreciate all the love and support from me and most definitely for Breonna. She would appreciate it too. Great way.
So, as I was saying, and again, let's give Kenny some more love. He needs it, y'all. He lost his partner. He spent 3 weeks in jail. Kenny told me that it felt like it was 3 months that he spent in jail and he didn't do anything wrong. In fact, he did what we would hope anyone would do to try to protect his queen and their home. Some more love for Kenny. All right. We're going to try to move this along, but we had some friends that decided that they were going to fly from all over the country to come and to stand with Tamika Palmer to make sure that Daniel Cameron knows this ain't no little thing where people ain't paying attention to what's happening here in Kentucky. This is all over the world. Breonna Taylor is known all over the world. And I've been holding this one thing all week. It's been killing me. I wanted to tell all of y'all so bad that my sister, Jada Pinkett Smith, has come with my beautiful children. My beautiful children, Roland and Jada. Roland and Jada. Let's give them some love, y'all. Awesome. My sister. They've been with me through so many different struggles and times that I've called her. Y'all know her. She's a fighting sister. She's the voice, but she also is a fighting sister, and that is MC Light. Come on up, MC Light. Awesome. The finest man in entertainment. I don't want to get in trouble, but hey, we talking about you today, my son. You can touch that tomorrow. Today, we talking about this great giant who is also a freedom fighter. He's not afraid to speak truth to power, and that is my brother, Common. I know she's trying to hide. She's somewhere on the side trying to hide, but I'm going to call her out. She's got to come and stand with me. My sister, you all know from Love and Hip Hop, but that's not all she does. She's an entrepreneur, and she also is a freedom fighter. Will Yandy Smith Harris come and join me on this? I told y'all we going to Houston, Texas, right? Turner. Well, I got a brother from Houston, Texas who is here right now. That's Traded Truth. Let's give him some love. Traded Truth is in the building. And I saved this one last person. I saved this one person. So now, because it's some people you can call in the middle of the night and say, I need help. And they'll stay up with you all night long. One sister wasn't able to be here with us today, but she's put in more work to co-organize this effort, and that is my sister Alicia Keys. Let's let her hear us all the way back in Los Angeles. I hear we got an NFL player in the house. His brother Kenny Stills in the house. Let's get Kenny Stills to come up. And as I was saying, the people seem to think I may have forgotten, but I didn't forget. I saved her till last because, again, Alicia Keys and this young sister, all week they've been holding me, carrying me, and standing with me. And sometimes we don't get enough of the praise and glory that we deserve. But this is one of the dopest MCs in the world. And that is my sister Rhapsody. Rhapsody is in the building. Let's give her some love. We're going to have all of them come. They ain't going to talk long. It's going to be short. But I want to bring Jada and Tamika Palmer to stand here together. Listen, we love everybody. We love everybody that I just named, and all of you are your own celebrity. You're walking as your own influencer. But y'all know Jada Pinkett is some real shit, right? That's some real shit. We got Jada Pinkett in the building, y'all. She out here with us, y'all. I'm out here fangirling off of Jada Pinkett being out here. So we're going to ask Jada to come and join Tamika Palmer. Come on. It's my pleasure to stand here next to this woman and to stand here with you. One thing I want you to know, it does not go unseen that the revolution and the fight stands on your shoulders. Now, Tamika can't get out there today to shake all of your hands for your love and for your courage. But I want you to know that we want to say thank you. Because it is you standing out here that's going to keep shining a light on Breonna's name. And what we need is justice for our sister Breonna. And that's why we are here today. And that's why my family is here today. And from one family to another, to Tamika, we wanted to come here, show our love, and amplify your voice, and amplify the life of your daughter. We love you. Good afternoon. I so wish that we were meeting on different times where I could run up and down your stage and sing a little cha-cha-cha. But we are not here because of that. We are all over this country because of something very, very different. I want to echo what Jada just said and to send a thank you to each and every one of you who have saw fit to be here this afternoon. Because just like we're here now, we're going to be here in the aftermath as we celebrate those officers going down and being charged. I just want to say to you all that we are here in support of Breonna Taylor's family, like so many others across not just this nation, but across the world, that are there supporting mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, siblings, children, of victims that have been killed at the hands of officers. We are here to lend our support and love for those who have gone under because of an insidious mental illness called racism. Because that's what it is, a mental illness. And they need to be treated. They need to be treated. So here we leave you with loving thoughts, Miss Palmer. I don't have children, but I can only imagine what it is that you go through on a daily basis, knowing that your daughter is not with you anymore. And just by the fabric of who it is that you are and your other family members and your other daughter, I can tell the love that permeates. I feel it. And so I can only imagine the missing link that Breonna brought to this family, to this community, to her community of workers, that for her to be on the front lines of this virus. I thank you. I thank you so much for sharing yourself with us and bringing Breonna into this world. We need a medic. We need a medic over in the left-hand corner. We need a medic ASAP. Thank you so much for being here. Don't stop. Your voice counts, and it counts on the ground today, but it also counts in November. Do not think your vote doesn't count. Show up, please. God bless you. Power to the people.
Before we bring the next person up, brothers, can y'all handle that queen over there? Y'all make sure she gets shaved into the medic. Okay, thank you, kings. Give us some water. All right. Hey, educate us, sister.
Anytime you are in need of a medic, go like this to that area where the medic is needed. We have medics throughout the premises who can assist. So make way, the medic is saying they're trying to get through. Do this, and they will come through.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you. Next, I'll ask, please, while individuals are speaking, I know we're all excited because Breonna makes us excited, but please keep it down because this brother is one of the deepest brothers in Hollywood today. I know Attorney Lee Merritt and Attorney Lonita Baker and us were telling him things about the cases, and he already knew because this brother is always woke. Y'all give it up for Chicago's own Common.
Please. I want everybody to take a deep breath with me. Breathe in, take a deep breath, breathe it in. And release all negative energy, any thoughts that ain't supposed to be there, anything that ain't supposed to be in our spirit, breathe it out. And feel the presence of God right here in Frankfurt right now. I was riding up on, I don't know what expressway it was, it was a small expressway. And I saw this little church and it said, on the sign it said, God's grace is a gift. And we should share it with everyone. And on the way as I was riding, I was thinking of God, talking to God like, God, how are we supposed to share our grace during these times? During these times where we in pain. During these times where we losing loved ones.
Right.
During these times where injustice has been continuing to try to beat us down. And man, what I got from God was that we got to keep the fight up. Right. This is the grace right here. The fight was the grace is in the fight.
Right.
The grace is in justice.
Right.
And we are standing in the Creator's grace when we fight and stand up for our own, and stand up for ourselves, and stand up for what the Creator created us to be. The Creator created Breonna to be a special human being.
Right.
She lived a life that was full of love. I got a chance to meet Tamika. And I'm sitting here wondering how this woman is still sitting here with a smile, with energy after this situation, but it shows you the power of God and the power of love.
Yeah.
I mean, our Uncle Tyrone, who came up, and he came up from Michigan to be with the family. This is what we do, y'all. We come together during these times and we start excelling and progressing forward.
Yeah.
That progress gotta happen until freedom is a break to the progress.
Right.
They educate us, they get us aware, they bring us together so we can know who are the people that's gonna serve us. Because I was one of them dudes that thought politics was not part of my life. I didn't feel a part of America.
Right.
But I started seeing there were people that represented us in politics that could get change for us. And we had to hold them accountable. And I'm happy to say that I've been out promoting Charles Booker because I want to see that. So I just want to say, because when I found out I was going to get to speak, I decided to write a little poem. So I want to share it with y'all. And I also just want to thank Until Freedom, Linda, everybody, all y'all, what y'all doing here, and all the artists that's here. As we said, we all just one, really. We all just human beings. And I also want to not overlook the other people here who lost loved ones, like Ahmaud Arbery's mother, Miss Rhonda Cooper, Tatiana Jefferson. God bless her soul. Say her name. Tatiana Jefferson. Shout out to Amber, her sister. And Janelle Roberson, who's from Chicago, who lost his life, and his baby's mom is here. And we just want to acknowledge those because that's part of the story.
Right.
We know about Breonna Taylor. There's people that has been also losing their lives that we don't know about, but it's all one big story. This criminal justice system, that's all targeted for us. What the police are doing, that's all from slavery to the Reconstruction era, to the Jim Crow, to mass incarceration. And what the police are doing, they've been trying to keep us as second-class citizens for so long. But why? Why? Well, I'm gonna get off that right now and just get to what I want to say. I wrote something down. Look, I feel like I was in class. I got it laminated and everything. It's all good, right?
David McAtee.
Yes, David McAtee. In fact, let's take a moment for our ancestors right now, too. Let's take a moment for our ancestors. Give thanks, Ashe. So as a black man, I stand up for black women. Not only because I was raised by a black mother and a grandmother who shaped me, or because I have a daughter who is a growing black woman. I stand up for black women because it's what I'm supposed to do. It's what I'm chose to do. As a was raised by a black mother and a grandmother who helped shape me, but because I have a daughter who is a growing black woman. I stand up for black women because it's what I'm supposed to do. It's what I'm chose to do. As a child of God, I stand up for black women because standing up for black women is standing up for humanity. It's standing up for righteousness and justice. It's standing up for freedom, a freedom that knows action, a love that is in action. I stand up for black women because it's a black woman who told me to say her name. Say her name. Hey! And now I say her name, Breonna Taylor. I will stand for and with black women till my last breath. The date Breonna took her last breath was the date I took my first breath. March 13th is my birthday. And I will always honor Breonna on that day. And to the spirit of Breonna, I want to say, I'm sorry we had to meet this way. I'm sorry we didn't get to meet just bumping into each other on the street, or even at a Rhapsody show, or leaving the grocery store. I'm sorry I didn't do more to protect you and make sure the world know they must value and respect you. I'm sorry your life was taken in the hands of police who, while you were asleep, decided for you to rest in peace. But Breonna, I want to turn this sorrow into better tomorrows. Better tomorrows for your mother and your loved ones. Better tomorrows so you can be proud of what your life has done. Better tomorrows of the children you dreamed of. Better tomorrows for those who rarely have seen love. Better tomorrows, some will say we are blessed and some will say we are lucky. Better tomorrows for Louisville, Lexington, Frankfurt, and all of Kentucky. Better tomorrows for this country. I can see them coming. Better tomorrows begins with us lifting up the black woman.
Hey, quick shout out. When we went through the list of names, we left one that y'all all know about, George Floyd. His life matters too. You know, these great attorneys, Lee Merritt, y'all great attorney, Lonita Baker, they are killing us so fast that sometimes we can't keep up. So that's why we gotta help Tamika and Until Freedom and NAACP and National Network, everybody, every time you know a black soul that gets taken from this world unjustly, y'all call us to make sure we elevate their name because all of their lives matter. And with that, we're bringing a sister, Rhapsody, to this microphone to break it down.
Peace and love. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. I'm so honored to be here today. When I found out this was happening, I said to myself, it's mandatory for me to be here, for all of us to be here, because they're not doing their job, so we got to make sure they do it. That's right. I want to talk to you, tell a little story, if it's all right, about being in the know. I used to go visit my grandfather all the time, and I walk in the house, and he would say, "What you know?" And me, I'm just young and fresh. I say, "Nothing." And he said, "If you don't know nothing, you ain't no good." So I say, "Well, what you know, Granddaddy?" He said, "I know 2 + 2 is 4. And we laughed. And it made me think, if he was here today and he asked me what I know, my reply would be, I know 1 + 2 is 3 cops that should be arrested, fired, convicted, in prison. I know that math ain't adding up if they not. I know it's been over 100 days and nothing's been done. That's the only nothing that I know. Ain't nothing been done. So it's up to us to make sure that they do their job and we get justice for Breonna Taylor. I know that Breonna Taylor was somebody's daughter. I know Breonna Taylor was somebody's sister. I know Breonna Taylor was somebody's best friend. I know Breonna Taylor was somebody's soulmate. Thank you, Kenny, for all that you tried to do, my brother. I know that Breonna Taylor woke up every day to be a lifeline to somebody else, that she cared for people, that she loved people, that she saved lives. I know that Breonna's law should be a statewide law. And I know it's up to us. And lastly, I know that we will not let the world forget her name. Say her name. Breonna. Say her name. Breonna. Say her name. Breonna. Thank you, Kentucky.
I want to get Attorney Lee Merritt to come, get right in the queue with us, because we're about to have you to come up and bring two very important families that he's traveled here with, Attorney Lee Merritt. And I know my brother Trey the Truth has to go, so I want to have him and Yandy Smith-Harris to speak, and then we're going to bring up some other families and another fighting attorney, my brother Lee Merritt.
A great lawyer, Lee Merritt.
Say your name. Say your name. Hey, check this out, man. First and foremost, shout out to each and every one of y'all that's out there, man. Because it's times like this that the family really needs support. You know, a lot of stuff go on social media. It may go on for a few days, it may go on for a week or whatever it may be. But once the camera's gone and everybody ain't riding the wave, everybody go back to their normal lives. They still gonna be here hurt. So right now, it's real important for every time any one of us lose somebody, we come out here and we step up. I want y'all to do me a favor, say no more excuses.
No more excuses.
No more excuses.
No more excuses.
For those who want to know why I just said that, it's for reasons like this, man. Right now, you know, it was people in position who were supposed to protect Breonna. She was supposed to be in a situation where she could rest, where she could be in peace, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But since they didn't want to do that, it's on us. Right. And since it's on us, I think every goddamn day we need to get on their goddamn nerves and apply pressure every day we can. And make them understand, hey, since y'all didn't feel it was important for us, we don't feel it's important for y'all. We gonna get justice right now, man. The time for fear is over. You gotta understand, a lot of people be silent at times like this. If you silent, you're just as guilty, man. And on top of that, I'm gonna tell you another thing. A lot of people don't step up all the time because they feel like, hey, it's not affecting me directly. Guess what? Everything that's going on in this world right now is affecting us directly. It's affecting all these kids we got. Right now, it's the time for us to stand up for our future, because if we don't, that means we laid down without a fight. And I'll be damned if we don't fight, man. Say her name. Understand, I represent H-Town, Texas. Rest in peace to my homie Big Floyd. Y'all know me, George Floyd. Rest in peace to every other victim that's lost their life. We gonna do this together, man. The point is, we cannot stop. Shout out to my son, Tamika, definitely the queen, Tamika, her mother, and everybody who took time out their day to come out here and stand with y'all, as well as y'all took time to stand with us. We all one, man. Much love. H-Town.
Listen, we've had a few medical issues. So if you are someone who is diabetic, you just didn't eat today, whatever your issues may be, what they call them pre-existing conditions, make sure you hydrate and take care of yourself, because we don't want to have anyone else to have a medical situation to happen, okay? So take care of yourself and check out your brother, sister, or the other person next to you and make sure they're okay. We're going to have Yandy Smith-Harris. Hello, Kentucky. Hello. I'm Yandy Smith-Harris, and I'm angry. Yes, I am an angry Black woman, and I wear the title proudly. I'm sick and tired and angry of the genocide of what my Black womb created, which is Black life. The mob, the PD system here, the PD system in New York, the PD system in LA, Chicago, does not have the right to take away Black life that they did not create. So I am angry. We work, we get shot. We drive, we get hung. We stand firm, we are choked.
Come on.
No matter what we do, it has become a reason to kill us. I am an angry Black woman. I bring life into this world, black life. The two babies I birthed from this womb deserve to live.
Right.
Everyone here, everyone on the stage deserves to live because someone brought in this black life. No one has the right to take away this black life.
Right.
So for the son God above who gave us life. Right. Today, I'm holding you accountable.
Yeah.
Everyone out there that works for law enforcement, all the politicians, all the ones that work in the legislature, we have to hold Karen accountable.
Right.
Arrest these officers.
Right.
Convict these officers. Because when Tamika Palmer cries, every single mother out there should cry. Right. That's right. I'm an angry black woman. I cry all the time. Me. But what we have to do is stand with our sisters. And we have to fight. What's your best friend? Alicia, where are you? Alicia, where are you? Real quick. Alicia. I'm sorry, Mom, please, real quick. This is Breonna, one of Breonna Taylor's best friends. My best friends that are in the building real quick. Just here real quick. She sent me a video. Breonna said, apply the pressure, right? And pressure's applied, right? Okay, Breonna said, you say it for her, please.
Breonna said, you apply pressure, sis? I said, yeah. She said, apply the pressure. I said, pressure applied.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, and this one here made up a dance for it. What I'm going to say, and you're going to demonstrate the dance, apply the pressure. All right? So I need all of y'all to say, apply the pressure. And this is it right here for Breonna is going to say,
Pressure applied.
because she said it the first time. So go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Apply the pressure. One more time. Apply the pressure. Apply the pressure. What you want to say?
Pressure applied.
Give them some love. Give them some love. That was a lot of incredible voices. Let them hear you one more time, brothers and sisters and families. We're coming down to the end of this program, but we're in another important spot. We have with us, listen, no one attorney can fight all the cases. And it's a damn shame that between Attorney Lonita Baker, Attorney Sam Aguiar, Attorney Ben Crump, Attorney Lee Merritt, Attorney Chris Stewart, too many names, Attorney Royce Russell in New York, too many names are applied, and they have too many cases. And so I want Lee Merritt, another one of my brothers that I'm always working with and talking with and fighting with, to come before us and bring 2 other stories, important stories. Again, say her name, and another brother who may not have been taken by police, but law enforcement was fucking with him all up in the case. And we need to shut it down. Attorney Lee Merritt.
I will only say this. I'll say this just because my sister Tamika mentioned attorneys. Listen, I'm convinced of this. We don't need any more thoughtful attorneys hoping to fix a broken justice system. It's not broken. It's operating exactly as it's designed to operate. We need radical lawyers, radical artists, radical people hoping to burn it down and build a new one. I mean that with the sincerity of my soul. A comment actually said it like this. I was thinking about a comment verse I learned as a kid. I don't mean to make Tom feel old, but I was raised on his music. And he said, I often wonder what would happen if that would have been me. All this shit so we could be free. I often wonder what would happen if that would have been me. If I was in Kenny's position. All this shit so we could be free. It's time for us to stand up. And I've come to you all with 3 families that is critically important that you know their stories, because they, within 24 hours notice, they hopped on a plane, not to come here and tell you about their loved one, but to stand with the family of Breonna Taylor. Yeah. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Breonna Taylor. These families suffering their own unique form of torture, having their loved ones killed by law enforcement or somebody law enforcement associated, stopped what they were doing, got on a plane, and flew to Kentucky to stand with the family of Breonna Taylor. Give them a round of applause, please. Their stories are stories of pain. I'll tell you a story of a hero like Kenny. His name is Jamel Roberson. Jamel Roberson stopped a mass shooting in his nightclub just outside of Chicago. He held the shooter down and waited for law enforcement to arrive. And when law enforcement arrived, guess what they did? They shot him in his back 3 times, killing him. He was the quintessential good guy with a gun. I want you all to say his name. His name is Jamel Roberson. Say his name. Jamel Roberson. Say his name. Jamel Roberson. Ahmaud Arbery went for a jog in his neighborhood. He was jogging in his own neighborhood, 2 miles away from his home, and stopped by a property that he often stopped by. It was 1 p.m. in the day. I want you all to imagine that. It was the same time then that it is now, in the middle of the Sunday. Everyone was out in their yard. He wasn't committing a crime, he was exercising. Yeah. And 3 men thought it not too far to chase him down in the truck and shoot him to death. And many of you all got involved with this movement after seeing that video. And his mom is a true revolutionary. Give Wanda Cooper a round of applause, please. This sister stood by herself until the community gathered around her, until the nation gathered around her, until the world watched. She brought Georgia to its knees, passing the Ahmaud Arbery hate crime law just yesterday. Her tale is a cautionary tale to the 3 cowards on that poster, because the 3 cowards that shot her son are now in jail, and they will remain there as long as it's in our strength. And as we talk about saying her name, there was a beautiful sister who decided to play video games with her 8-year-old nephew. On a warm summer night in Texas, she left the door open so that she could catch a cool breeze. A police officer got a call about an open door, and instead of announcing himself and acting like a cop, he acted like a coward. He acted like a murderer. He creeped around the back curtilage of her home. He saw her through the window. He pulled out a service weapon and shot her to death. Her name is Tatiana Jefferson. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. The reason these families are standing at the Breonna Taylor rally, the reason they're standing with the community of Kentucky, because they keep telling you all a lie. They keep telling you that these are isolated incidents. They keep telling you that it's a result of bad apples. And too many of us believe it for too long. Let me tell you all something. We live in the deadliest police culture in the modern world. Right. There is no nation on earth that kills and incarcerates more of its citizens than the United States of America. Right. It's called a genocide. Right. And if we're going to oppose genocide, we need to start coming together. It's no longer about one case at a time, but these families are our families. We're not going to wait till it happens to us. It's already happening to us. I'll tell you this last story. I'm going to get out your way. When I was a kid, my mom brought me a typewriter. I know a typewriter. That means I'm old. She bought me a typewriter. It had a computer program on it. And it had one program on it. It was actually the Declaration of Independence. I typed it every day since I was a kid. I memorized it word for word. That's my introduction to the law. One part of that law stood out to me. It said that governments derive their authority from the consent of the governed. They said if they lose your consent, they lose their authority. We don't consent to modern American policing. We do not consent to modern American policing. We do not consent to American Breonna Taylor. We do not consent to Ahmaud Arbery. We do not consent to Jamel Roberson. We do not consent to Tatiana Jefferson. I want you all to repeat after me. We do not consent. 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 Say your name. Breonna Taylor.
Brothers and sisters. sisters, we're going to keep the program running. We're going to bring up Charles Booker. Let's give it up for Charles Booker, y'all. And we're also going to bring up Katura, sister with the ACLU, who is instrumental in ending the no-knock wars. Say her name. Say her name. Say her name. Listen. Oh, I got you. I got you. Listen, I just want to be here with family. This ain't about me. I'm here with family.
Yeah.
And I just want y'all to see all the power that's around us right now. Look at all the power around us right now. They never thought this would happen.
Come on now.
They thought we'd be okay with our door being kicked in. They thought we'd be okay with another hashtag.
Come on.
They thought we'd sit down. They thought we'd be quiet. They didn't think we'd stand up.
Right.
They didn't think we'd fight back.
Right.
They didn't think we'd run. And you know what? They didn't think we'd win.
Right.
But we're doing all of that right now. We're doing all of that right now. We're telling a new story for Kentucky.
That's right.
We are honoring the life of Breonna Taylor, but we're honoring our lives too.
That's right.
This is for us. We know we deserve justice, but we also know the system got to change.
Right.
We ain't going back. We are not sitting down.
Right.
Breonna, I love you. I want my life to be a testament to her, to my children, to all of you. No knock warrants got to go, sure. Police brutality got to go, sure. Qualified immunity got to go, sure. Those officers need to be arrested, sure they do.
Right. Yep.
But we need to make sure that we're getting to the root cause of why this stuff even happens to begin with. That means the walls of institutional racism got to come down. That means structural racism has to be uprooted. And we gonna make it happen. I'm putting a fist in the earth for my family, for all of y'all. Listen, y'all, I've been campaigning and trying to get rid of Mr. McConnell, and I was in Whitesburg, Kentucky, in a place where a whole lot of people don't look like me. And you know what? They were marching in the streets saying no lives matter until Black lives matter. Because we realize this moment is about us, it's about humanity. It's about love. And I'm just proud to be a part of it. I'm going to give my all to you. We're going to win this time. We already won. Thank you.
Show some big love to the next U.S. Senator from the state of Kentucky, Charles Booker. We're almost there, fam, but I need you to pray and pray about it. Because we need this to happen. If Kentucky takes out Mitch McConnell, progress is going to be here. And I promise you that we won't let anybody forget in any corner of this country that it was Kentucky who made that happen. Next up, I want to bring up a very important sister from the state of Kentucky. We talk a lot about the policies, about the laws, but we never talk about who's behind the work. The people behind the scenes, the people who are consistent, the people who are fighting for you when you don't know that they're fighting for you. Powerful, bold, brilliant Black women all over the state fighting for the people of Kentucky. Breonna's law passed in Louisville because of many people. But there's one sister in particular that we're going to lift up today, and that is our dear sister, Katura, from the American Civil Liberties Union in Kentucky. Give it up to Katura.
When I say no more, you say no knocks. No more.
No knocks.
No more.
No knocks.
When I say no more, you say no knocks. No more.
No knocks.
No more.
No knocks.
Wow. Peace, y'all. I stand before you humble today, filled with joy, but also brokenhearted. 2 weeks ago today, we passed Breonna's law in Louisville, and basically what that did is it prohibits no-knock warrants in Louisville, Kentucky, and it also makes sure that when any type of warrant is served, the police officers have to have on their body cams 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after.
Exactly.
There was a lot of work put in that behind the scenes. However, it was your calls, your emails, you being in the street that made that happen. And so I thank you, and I thank you, and I thank you for that. And I just want you to know that it is my duty that on these steps that we're standing today, that I'm going to make sure that not only the Breonna's law passes here, but we're also going to make sure that we have some strong police accountability. We're going to stand up for racial justice. And we're going to knock down the systems of white supremacy. I appreciate you all. Love you. God bless.
What's funny? What's funny up here?
What's funny?
What's up to our dear sister, Adore Gray?
Everybody
say her name.
One
more time, say her name.
When
my sister asked me and said, if you can, Tamika Mallory said, if you can you come stand with me for Breonna Taylor? We adjust, we shift, and we do what's necessary for what we feel is important. I felt that the lack of attention for 100+ days was necessary to come and stand for Breonna Taylor. Her life matters. We have to intensify and amplify the voices of a resilient people, Black people. Black people are exhausted, and we've been exhausted now for over 400 years. If my Blackness upsets you, then my culture should as well. If you can't identify with my pain, then you don't need to be showing up for me to bounce a ball or sing to entertain you. I'm raising a Black son. I'm married to a tall Black man who you will not see as a pastor leading a nation, but you will see his stature and immediately equate that to the fact that you don't care what he's doing, and he may not make it home. What I feel today, standing here, is rage. I agree with my sister Yandy. I'm a Black woman with a womb, and we birth everything. Period. Say her name. I also stand on the right side of blue because my brother, Ronald Glover, served the New Jersey PD for 25 years, and he was on the right side of blue, and he called him out every time he saw it done wrong. I also stand as a little sister to the youngest and the fourth woman to be elected unanimously in 2010 for the national advancement of colored people, NAACP, Roland McAllister Brock. I want you to know that this means something to me. I am a woman of faith. I am a woman who loves. And I want you to know that righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. Steadfast love, faithfulness go before you, Psalm 89:14. You don't have to search or figure out when to do right. You always have to do extra to do wrong. So God, where are you? Let's pray real quick. We need you, we want you, and we want you to heal our hearts and our minds. Help us to have hope for this movement that was catalyzed by the untimely and tragic death of George Floyd in a different way to bring about change. We're asking you to please be with us as we start with truth, because we cannot prepare ourselves for healing from fabrication or neglect of what lies before our eyes. So God, where are you? We need you. We want you to come, help our minds, help us with this movement and bring about the change that we're standing for. We will not stand down, 2 toes down for Breonna Taylor and every other person who's lost their lives due to abuse of power and people doing things that they weren't supposed to do. Stand for her and say her name. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Say her name. Thank you.
I want to bring up one of my favorite human beings in the entire world, a strong, committed activist, artist, hip-hop artist. Y'all need to know his name. And he came here all the way from the Bronx, New York. And he's one of the co-founders of Until Freedom, Kentucky. Show some love to my son, the General.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. They ask why is that a statement that even needs to be made? I say, well, that's a good question, but first, we'd have to ask why would anyone believe that we would need to be slaves? Explain to me, please, why is the black man dying at the rate of an endangered species? I say, see, it's because we normalize abnormality. You see, we've allowed this land of the free to lock up and cage our morality. So now they can casually see the casualty of a black man the same way they see a video game where the ghost monster kills Pac-Man. Or a fly swatted by the backhand. Eric Garner got choked on camera. What happened to justice for that man? And we heard about what they did to Breonna Taylor, and we seen it on that dash cam. But Black Lives Matter is a movement of affirmation. It's us making a statement to inform the nation that a black life cannot be taken without somebody being held accountable. That's it. You see, we're no longer allowing you to tell a mother the life that came out of you is insignificant, then tell a cop to kill a kid that we are proud of you. It's unacceptable. You see, it's unconceptual to get shut down in your vestibule by the ones who are supposed to be protecting you. But then I reckon you to say, what about black on black crime? You see, blacks kill more blacks than anybody. The stats support that fact fine. But that's when you're trying to rationalize people who've been traumatized. You see, before we have been doing more acts of homicide than a soldier going to war, so I'm going to have to apologize on our behalf because our brains have been sodomized. We've been taught to idolize money, so now we itemize. Trying to rise, now our lives are worth less than some dollar fries from mama's fries inside their eyes because they've been lied to. So somebody tell Donald Trump that black on black crime is derivative, and if we don't give these kids no hope or no food, they're going to find a way to get it there. See, living in the ghetto, we get it, man. You either going to rap, you going to play ball, or you going to die, or you going to go to prison, man. Hell, they're building a prison right now. Who the fuck you think gonna live in it? I don't mean no disrespect. Hope no one's taking offense. But if you don't understand white supremacy, then nothing I'm saying is gonna make sense. But Black Lives Matter is self-explanatory. We're telling the world that black lives have value, and we ain't asking it's mandatory. And that's why I stand here the way Dr. King took a stand before me. But more than a dream, no, he had a plan for glory and equality. You see, he wanted blacks and whites to live together in conditions of equal quality. And him inside of me is seeking the same thing. That's why I'm up here speaking. I'm hoping I'm reaching someone who can eventually change things, because we hold the keys to transforming racism in all its degrees. So please, take heed. Because the fact of the matter is you can't save all lives until Black Lives Matter. So listen, I'm playing the whole speech, but I want to bring Kitty Walker up here because I need to talk to my black brothers for a second. Kitty Walker. Kitty, can you come up here for me, brother? So listen, brothers. Today, we are pledging to protect our black women. Yes, we are. We are pledging to protect our black women. This is a hero. This is a hero. No longer will we stand and watch our black women be harmed. No longer will we videotape as our black women are being beat. No longer will we stand there. We have to sacrifice our lives if need be to protect our black women. So we are pledging today that not on our watch will you ever harm another black woman. I want you to make a plan today, black brothers, that you would never sit by and watch and say you're minding your business and you videotape a black woman, a black queen, the mother of civilization being harmed. It is your duty, it is your God-given duty to protect the black queen. Malcolm X said, be humble, be kind, but if they put their hands on you, you send them to the cemetery. Changing that up. Be humble, be kind, but if you touch our black woman, we sending your ass to the cemetery. Loud, say her name. Say her name. So I would like to bring greatest of all time. The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. His nephew, Sean Ali Waddell, come to the stage, bro. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Some of y'all getting called like we didn't got our justice, yo. I'm here to tell y'all. I'm here to tell this state, this city, and the world. I had something written, but I'm not going with that. I'm going with my heart. And this family and being with the people, I'm going to speak here in a moment. This is what I got to say. Black people in America, we built this. We fought, bled, and died in every single war. We've been loyal to something that has not been loyal to us. How long can a man have his toes stepped on, his back cut, his face broken, and sit there? I've come to tell you that black people demand justice because justice is the basis of all human life, and without justice, there can be no freedom, there can be no equality. Come on, bro. I want to tell Mitch McConnell, like my man Charles said the other night, "Move, Mitch, get out the way." I want to tell Mitch McConnell, I met with Mitch with some other folks, and I saw in his office he had some of Ali's gloves signed. You know what I mean? A whole bunch of people, white folks, people that don't stand up for us, love to treat us like items, love to put us in cases on the wall. Let me tell you something. This name Ali is a name I earned. This is a name that my family fought for. That's not Brown. I'm going to tell you that he was there in here. Take my damn name off the wall. You know, and stand for my people. And this is, I understand myself. I understand his family. Love y'all. We gonna keep fighting and we free. We built it. Oh. I thought I was done. I got a message for one person. Daniel Cameron. Say it. Daniel Cameron. Let me tell you something, brother. Don't you be on the wrong side of history. Don't you stay on the wrong side of history. When your black mama and grandmama and family sent you to school to do something that was for your community. So don't let us keep friendships and concessions from your 400-year-old slave master make you die now. When you talk about that, you stand up there. No justice, no justice.
You know some legends are in his blood for sure. Give it up one more time for Sean Ali Waddell. So we want to just make sure that everybody understands why we were here and what we're going to do when we leave here really quickly. Daniel Cameron, who is the Kentucky State Attorney General, has the power to charge the police officers who murdered Breonna Taylor. We want to make sure that when you see all the graphics online and the memes, they're missing the name of one man. And his name is Detective Joshua James. Joshua James is the man who lied to get the no-knock warrant that led the police officers to the home of Breonna Taylor. So it's not just Brett Hankinson and Miles Cosgrove and Mattingly and John Mattingly. We already know those names. But don't forget Detective Joshua James. We going for you too. We know who you are. And you're also about to get charged for murder. The second part here is just so you know, we don't care about Republicans or Democrats, just so we're clear. Right now, we are calling on Joni Jenkins, House Minority Leader, who's a Democrat, and Senator McGardner to show some leadership in this moment. No-knock warrants banned in Louisville is not enough. We need no-knock warrants banned in every jurisdiction in this state. So what you're going to do is, when you leave here, is you're going to call up Joni Jenkins and say, sis, I think you're with us, I'm not sure. But if you're really with us, come to the floor with a bill and stand up and actually do something productive for the people. So I just wanted to put that out there. Next up, we have another powerful Black woman from Louisville, because Louisville is just, I mean, you're all beautiful and powerful. We love the folks that came from Frankfort and Lexington. You're all amazing. But we have the honor to be in Louisville and meet some brilliant, brilliant Black women.
Yes.
Please give it up for our sister, Hannah Drake.
What's up, Kentucky? I think it's time for Daniel Cameron to get information. Formation.
Come on, Queen.
Stand firmly with no hesitation. Concern from your tears recently went on vacation. We are unbothered by your hating and your condemnation, and it's simply confirmation and the very reason we're celebrating. This is the manifestation of a bloodline that birthed the nation. Being offspring with the foundation of creation. When you sit from Mother Earth to drink it our libation. This is lyrical liberation. You want to be mad at something? Be mad at the blood on the hands of this nation. This is the reincarnation of a spirit that has no expiration. This is old Negro spiritual salvation. That down South church family with congregation. This is B's Black men standing on Rock Nation. But since you seem to need some clarification, this is for 40 acres and a mule reparation. For picking cotton fields for no compensation. For not telling slaves about emancipation. For those of being told to get in the back of your transportation. For serving burdens and humiliation at the hands of your exploitation. This is for co-opting the cultural weak limitations. For minor measures assassination. For countless years of segregation. For every time you told our sisters and brothers to assume the formation. For keeping them locked in a system changed to probation. For a racist system masquerading as fair administration. This is for Sandra Bland dead on the floor of a police station. For smallpox infestation. This is for Tuskegee experimentation. For telling us why all lives matter with no qualification. This is for brutally raping a nation. For irrigator and George Floyd's suffocation. This is for Breonna Taylor's assassination. This is for a Black man shot dead at Fruitville Station. And this voice is the reincarnation of everyone you murdered with no justification. Now you bow down and simply assume the formation.
Hannah Drake.
We said this earlier, but we're going to keep on saying it, that there is no movement without the young people. And we want you to know we stand with you. We see you on the front lines. We wanted to thank some of the National Action Network youth who came all the way from Atlanta to join the young people of Kentucky. Thank you to Mary Patton who's here. We also want to thank the NAACP College and Youth Division from Kentucky who's also out here. We got one of your fellow Kentuckians who's going to share some words for us. Tiffany, you want to introduce them?
I'd be glad to. What's up, y'all? My name is Tiffany Dina Lofton. I'm the National Director. Thank you, sis. Nope. Yep. Okay. I'm the National Director of Youth and College at the National NAACP. I'm 31 years old, came and drove here from Atlanta this morning at 3 a.m. to be with y'all. And before I introduce a phenomenal young woman, I just want to ask a quick question. How many of you all belong to a political home? Raise your hand. How many of y'all belong to a political home? Raise your hand. I can count maybe 10, maybe 15 people. Here's what I mean by political home. When I went to UC Santa Cruz in 2011, that was the year that Oscar Grant was murdered. My awakening into the movement came because somebody white at my school hung a noose on my door when I was running for student body president at a predominantly historically white university. Sometimes we get roped into the work and we get to choose it. But sometimes, unfortunately, the work chooses us. So if you all are here tonight and y'all understand that your responsibility is not just to show up at a march, but to make sure that this marathon continues, raise your hand. Okay, keep your hands raised. Because here's what I need you to do. I need you to leave the march today. Get on your phone. Join Until Freedom. Join National Action Network. Join the NAACP. Join Black Lives Matter. Join Black Youth Project. Join United We Dream. Can I go on and on? Because there are multiple organizations. Here's what I mean by organization. We need to be in community with each other. Because when stuff like this pops off, it's not enough for us to have to find each other. We have to be proactive to be in community with each other before it happens again. This is a community. So y'all need to be in community with each other. Join a political organization, a political home, so that you can build your leadership, foster your community, and create strategies that help you win. I met my sister Tamika and Linda years ago because of political organizations. That's the only reason why we continue this work. We cannot do this alone. And we for sure can't do it without young people. If you're under 25, raise your hand and make some noise. I'm looking at y'all because let me tell you something. I work at the NAACP and it's mostly old people, yes. Y'all gotta make sure that nobody tells you you're the future leaders, you're the leaders of now. And so I have a leader now that I need to introduce to you. She is your NAACP State Conference President for Kentucky. Her name is Jada Hampton. Make a lot of noise for Jada.
For far too long, we as the Black people of this community have been under attack. In the midst of a pandemic, we are dying at a disproportionate rate. We still have to fight for injustices here in Kentucky. We stand with the families of Ron Arbery, George Floyd, and Breonna Taylor. We cannot wait to be another hashtag. We are not done. No justice, no peace.
If there's a Miss Cross out here in the crowd, I need you to come to your left stage right. She's here. Let her up here because we need her. Our daughter went to the hospital, so we need her up here. Miss Cross, you got her? Okay, great. Okay, our people gonna figure it out. I want to bring up another activist from Are We Next from Louisville, Kentucky, J-Lo Morton.
So I'm working on being a better ancestor. And I just want to say I love all of y'all before I read this. It's been a long week, but we're going to continue to fight for Breonna Taylor. I am my ancestor. Or maybe I'm not. I am my ancestor. Or maybe I'm not. I still have the same shackles on my feet that society locked on me, but I will run with these chains until I knock them loose. I am my ancestor. Or maybe I'm not. You will not enslave me, not the seed of the slaves who made me. You will not imprison me. I said my hands are up, and damn it, you bet not shoot me, because you will hate my name for the rest of your blue life that matters. I forgot, they matter too, right? I am my ancestor. Or maybe I'm not. According to my roots, I have the same naps in my head, the same Jackson 5 nose to smell, and let me not forget these lips that I'm blessed with. I am my ancestors. Or maybe I'm not. I say maybe I'm not because unlike my ancestors, we will not stand back. We will not sit down. We have the heart of Martin, but the fighting us like Malcolm. We have that same resistance Rosa had, but we will continue to fight until the end like Angela Davis. We will not back down. I am my ancestor. Or maybe I'm not. I will use what my ancestors engraved in my brain to lead me on my way. But I will use what I learned on my way to win this fight. I am my ancestors, or maybe I'm not. I have one question. Are we next? They said somebody was gonna lose their job, and I'm willing to take it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Tamika Crasmar to also come up here towards the left. You got Tamika Crasmar. Please come to the left of the stage. Okay, so y'all gonna medic to the left-hand side of the stage this way. If you are a medic over there, help our people be here to love and protect one another, like our sister Asada Shakur taught us. I want to bring up another young person who's out here, always in the streets, always on the front lines. Let's to share a few words with us. Please give it up to Mary Pat Hector.
Listen, my name is Mary Pat Hector. I serve as the National Youth Director for National Action Network. And I've just come here to tell Mitch McConnell, Matt Bevin, and any other elected official in Kentucky, Florida, Georgia, DC, you are about to lose your job. I'm here to tell every young person under the age of 30 years old, you are enough. You are enough to knock on doors. You are enough to be a political strategist. You are enough to run for office. It is time for a political power shift, not only just in Kentucky, but this country. In order for us to make a difference, it's going to continue to be us in these streets making noise, but it's also going to take us infiltrating the system, breaking it down, and giving us the reform we need. And so again, Matt, Mitch, and any other elected official that stands in our way, you are about to lose your job.
Mitch, you're about to lose your job. So I just wanted to do it. You're about to lose your job. You're about to lose your job. You're about to lose your job.
Get this game. Get this game.
So we want to, first of all, we want to give it up for yourselves for being here today. Everybody in Kentucky and around the country is talking about you today being out here on a Thursday standing for justice for Breonna Taylor. But this will not be the last time you will see us. And you need to stay persistent and consistent. You need to stay on the streets. And for those of you who are in the audience who are of the more seasoned kinds, that means the older folks, like me, because I'm a mom. We got 21-year-old sons, so we're moms. So we're talking to the mamas who are here. Please don't chastise the young people. Please don't criticize them. Please don't tell them not to be outraged and angry and be on the streets. I need you to love them, to encourage them, to bring them dinner, to bring them waters, and to tell them that we got your back. Because this generation is saying enough is enough, and Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. So follow us at Until Freedom. All of our platforms are Until Freedom. We are uplifting work here from the Kentucky area, Kentucky activists, the campaign to ban no-knock warrants on a statewide level. And the reason why we're committed to Kentucky, and I'll tell you this. A lot of people say what happens in New York can happen anywhere. We say what happens in Kentucky is what's going to happen everywhere. So we got you, Kentucky. We love you. We hope that we came here and honored you and made you proud. Because I'm letting you know that you are making us proud in every corner of this country, and we salute you and your work.
Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you, brothers and sisters and family. Stay in the streets, don't go home. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. And if there ain't gonna be no justice, there ain't gonna be no damn peace. God bless you.
Thank you. You can't stop the revolution.
It will be out. It will be out. Oh, one day. We will be out.